You there. Yes, you. You just transferred in, correct? Stay behind for a few moments, please. Unless you've got somewhere else to be. Excellent. Thank you. I'm afraid I don't recall your name. Refresh my memory if you'd be so kind. Notable enough. Strange of me to forget it. No matter. Things rarely slip my mind more than once, and you aren't exactly the forgettable sort, are you? No need to play coy. I'm merely making an observation. This is only the second time I've seen you dash into the lecture hall in a flurry, mind racing faster than your legs as you slide into the seat you've claimed as your domain. Almost late, but not quite. I admire your dedication to attendance. It feels like so few students even bother to show up anymore, in both a figurative and literal sense. I know you're effectively playing catch-up since we're a few weeks into the material and you've only just arrived. Have you received all the required reading from the list that came with the syllabus? Excellent. Sometimes the folks in the campus bookstore take their sweet time in acquiring what's needed, so I do have digital versions of the textbooks I can email you if anything is missing or gets damaged. You're glad I asked you to stay after. Oh? What did you wish to speak with me about? I see. Yes, that is the truth. I am indeed a vampire. As with the other non-human professors at this facility, that's clearly stated on the descriptions for all of my courses. It helps to reduce confusion and allay the fears of some of the more conservative students here. But I feel that my biological condition is easily apparent, given that my classes are only in session once the sun's gone down. The pale complexion, archaic speech patterns, etc., etc. So, those things aside, you seem curious and intrigued. Are you seeking some sort of proof of my vampirism? A display of inhuman speed, or my supernatural strength, perhaps? Ah, that little blush in your cheek speaks volumes. No need to be embarrassed. Our very existence is a bit unbelievable. And yet, there's something about you that doesn't seem afraid. You have a problem. And what might that be? No, better yet, let me guess. Oh my. This is not what I would have expected. My guess would have been wildly incorrect. Is this the problem you were referring to. All these scars etched into the flesh of your wrist and sensitive inner forearm. I've never met one of you in person before. I was under the impression that humans with an addiction to being fed upon were merely a myth. Something blood-drunk idiots would brag about to try to improve their social standing. Yet, here you are, right in front of me, a 3-course meal begging to be devoured without even saying a word. Apologies, darling. I seem to have let my thoughts run away with me. You haven't said a word in some moments, merely sitting there, trembling. Although whether with excitement or fear, I can't be certain. Shame. Why should you feel shame? If you are choosy with your drinking partners and ensure that they take proper care of you for the duration, everyone has needs, and this is no different. Anyone who would make you feel shame for indulging in such a thing is being unnecessarily cruel and judgmental. What was the phrase? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Sounds to me like they need to keep their rocks to themselves. And besides, do you not find these markings beautiful? They're really not so different from tattoos. You chose to have them. They may not appear exactly how you expected, but they will remain with your body as long as you breathe. They make your body entirely unique, adorn you, decorate the supple canvas that is your flesh. And judging from the shiver that races down your spine as I trace over them, this likely isn't the only place peppered with them, is it? You should display them proudly, not feel like they need to be hidden. A scar shows you overcame some sort of trial and lived to tell the tale. They are truly a badge of honor, not a mark of shame. However, if you aren't comfortable showing them off to the world, know that they, and your secret, are safe with me, as are you. So, if I'm interpreting the situation correctly, are you offering yourself to me? I meant your blood, although your body is tempting in and of itself. You shouldn't speak so poorly of yourself, especially if you're basing that view of your body on the uneducated words of people who've walked this earth for a few paltry decades. Society's rapidly changing physical ideals mean nothing to an ageless connoisseur of beauty, such as myself. What was once considered the landmark of attractiveness is today's hideousness, and vice versa. Surely the perception of a creature well into their 4th century of existence holds more weight than the passing fancies of some creatine-addled social media fuckboy girl eldritch abomination, whatever your preferred flavor is, darling. You are the epitome of perfection to me, and in this moment, with you caged between my arms, laid on your back on my desk, like the sacrificial offerings they rightly presented to my kind in days gone by. My opinion is the only one that matters. And given that we are completely alone here, what do you say, darling? Will you give yourself to me and allow me to reminisce on the days when I was revered and regarded as a god? Excellent, my dear. Now, which area of this glorious canvas of yours would you like me to leave my marks upon?